In this video, I'm revealing a simple pullback strategy that will change the way you trade. So, without further ado, let's get on with the video. First, let's start with the basics. What is a pullback exactly? A pullback is simply a correction that happens in an existing trend. So why is it so important to understand? Let me give you a scenario. Let's say that the current market is on an uptrend, and you're looking to enter a buy position. Now, if you're an experienced trader, you would know that it's quite rare for a trend to move in a continuous upwards direction. Most trends will actually look like this, where the price is making a series of higher highs and pullbacks. So if you took a position when the price is making higher highs, there's a chance that a pullback or even a trend reversal might happen. Instead of taking that risk, it's safer to wait for the trend to make a pullback before entering a position. This way, you are essentially buying the trend at a lower risk. Now I know what you're thinking. But how would I know that the pullback will end here and not just continue downwards? Well, based on my research, I actually discovered 3 common levels where pullbacks usually end. 1. Support and resistance. Let me show you an example. Over to the left, we saw the price rejected this level multiple times, which makes this an area of resistance. Next, the price broke out of the resistance and made a pullback. Notice where the pullback ended. The previous resistance has now turned into support. Then we saw the price go up even more and made a pullback once again. And where did the pullback end? The previous resistance now turned support. The same concept also applies to downtrends as well. 2. Trend line. Moving on, the next level where the market tends to pull back into is the trend line. So, in this chart, we spotted a downtrend, and we can place a trend line above here because the price rejected it multiple times. Now notice that the price made a pullback towards the trend line and went down. Then it pulled back towards the trend line again and went down. So that was an example of the price pulling back towards a trend line. Number 3. Moving average. Another level where the market can possibly pull back into is the moving average. Here we spotted an uptrend, and so we can apply the 50-period moving average as our key level. Now remember, for this specific example, we are using the 50-period because that's what the market is reacting to in the past. Markets can also react to other periods like the 20, 100, and 200 period. So, you need to adjust depending on what the market is reacting to. As you can see, the price made a pullback towards the moving average and traded higher. Then it pulled back towards the moving average again and traded higher. That was an example of the price pulling back towards the moving average. There are also situations where you can find multiple levels in one chart. Like in this example, we have the 50-period moving average applied, and the price pulls back. But notice that there's actually a level of support intersecting here. This is called an area of high confluence. Usually, when the price approaches an area of confluence, there's a higher chance that a reversal will form. But keep in mind, you cannot blindly enter a position just because the price made a pullback towards the level. Prices can still break through it and continue downwards. That is why you need to use other confirmation techniques before entering a position. Confirmation techniques. One of the confirmation techniques that we can use is candlestick patterns. Let me show you an example. Here's a current downtrend as prices made lower highs and lower lows. Next, we have the 50-period moving average applied as our key level and a resistance line intersecting it, which makes this an area of high confluence. Now, as the price made a pullback towards the confluence, you're looking to see if the price would show some type of rejection. What we got was a candlestick pattern in the form of a bearish engulfing pattern, which is when the second candle's body completely engulfs the previous candle. So what this shows us is that at first, buyers pushed the price all the way up, creating a medium-sized green candle. But then, sellers stepped in and started pushing the price back down, even as far as surpassing the previous candle's opening price, which indicates that there's a strong selling pressure at this area. If you want a stronger confirmation, you can wait for the next candle to form, which happens to be another big red candle. So this is a good opportunity to take a short position. Let's show this again on another chart. Over to the left, we spotted an area of resistance, as prices rejected this level multiple times. Then we saw the price break out of the resistance and make a pullback. Now, to confirm that the price will actually reject this level and continue upwards, you're looking to see if there's some type of rejection at this area. What we got was another rejection candle in the form of a hammer, which is when the bottom wick is sticking out. What this tells us is that at one point, sellers tried pushing the price all the way down, breaking the support level. But then, buyers started coming in and pushed the price back up, indicating strong buying pressure at this key area. Now, to further confirm that the price will continue upwards, the next candle after that was a big green candle. So this is a good opportunity to take a long entry. Break of a trend line. Another confirmation technique that you can use is called break of a trend line. This is how it works. In this chart, we have a downtrend and a trend line drawn as our key level. Now, as price has made a pullback towards the trend line, we want to confirm that the price will actually reject this level and continue downwards. We can do that by drawing another smaller trend line right at the pullback. Once the price broke out of the smaller trend line, that's where you want to enter your sell position. I just revealed to you a simple pullback trading strategy that you can immediately use right now. All I ask in return is for you to like the video and subscribe.